What's going on, kings and queens? It's Mitchell Chance, the voice of revolution, exposing minds to truth. It's a little cold here in Philly, so I'm not live from the corner today. I'm I'm in the house. But today I wanted to talk about a very, very touchy subject, a subject or something that happens that really bothers a lot of our women, hurts a lot of our women, hurts a lot of our young girls. And that is the treatment of our dark-skinned sisters and how people look at them as unattractive and don't see the beauty in them, and for us to understand why this is happening. And when you listen to my videos or watch my videos, understand this. I live by the phrase, the whys are more important than the whats. And while a lot of us are looking at actions, actions don't mean anything to me. I want to know why. I want to be able to understand what's going on that makes somebody do something. And so in my videos, even though some things might be a little controversial, I'm trying to explain to you why something is happening. Because I don't care what you do. I want to know why. And so I want to know why or how did people get us to dislike our own selves? How did they get this self-hate in us? How did they get us to perpetuate it? That's the real thing. And so we can go right back to slavery, because all our problems start with slavery. I don't care what nobody wants to say. Our problems start there. You can't be enslaved and let go with no kind of mental or emotional repair and think you're just going to be normal. But so we see that during the slave times, they would just, put certain slaves against each other, and they would tell the darker ones that they were unattractive. But my question becomes, well, all right, yeah, that's what they said about us, but how did we take it and start to use it against our own selves? And what's going on over and over and over again that causes us to perpetuate the same thing? So I'm going to tell you a quick little story. I have a friend of mine, dark-skinned sister, who is, well, first, let me back up. I'm going to be honest and transparent about my ignorance and my self-hate, because for the majority of my life, I found dark-skinned women unattractive. But majority of my life, I wouldn't even deal with a dark-skinned woman at all. I wouldn't even look their way because I was brainwashed like many of us. So let's fast forward back to what I was talking about. And I just got to be open about my own issues, because we need help, y'all. We need help. And I'm trying to help me. And as I'm helping myself, I'm helping you guys also. So I had a friend, a dark-skinned sister, with very traditional African features, full lips. I don't want to call them big, but full lips, a full nose. And I never found her attractive. I didn't think that she was attractive. I thought, she was just another ugly, dark-skinned woman. That sounds so ignorant. I hate that I felt like that, but that's what it was. Then one day, I saw her, and she was natural. She went natural with her hair. And when she had her hair natural, like boom, all of a sudden, I recognized her beauty. And before, I could not recognize her beauty in weaves, and I couldn't recognize her beauty with her hair straightened. But when she went natural, it was like a glow. It was like something just different about her. And I was like, wow, a woman I didn't think was beautiful is now freaking beautiful to me. And so when we look at like Lupita Nyong'o, however you say her name, they'll put her on the front of a magazine and they'll talk about her beauty. And the reason why they'll talk about her beauty, but not a regular dark-skinned African in America, is because Lupita is true to herself. And since she is true to her African features, her African roots, she's not judged by a different standard. So what happens with our dark-skinned sisters is when they want to wear the weave and they want to wear their hairs in European styles, they are putting themselves inside a European box. And now they're being judged by a European standard. And so it just doesn't look right on them. And now we have this idea of what this European beauty is. And so it's practically impossible for some of our dark-skinned sisters with traditional African features to be considered beautiful according to how they're being judged. Because you cannot be anything if you're judged in the wrong category. Many of our women are just being judged from the wrong category, and they've placed themselves in this category because of the way they are wearing their hair. Now, not only just the hair, understand, I'm not here to bash our women that want to wear weaves. If you want to wear a weave, wear a weave. All I'm saying is understand that when you do something in a European fashion, you get judged by European standards, and this causes a lot of people to look at you as not beautiful because they're gauging you from a standard that you don't belong in. So now, who's getting ready to go? Not just the weave, but also our sisters with the makeup. Now, I don't have a problem with putting on a little bit of makeup. I don't have a problem with putting on a lot of makeup. What I do have a problem with, and what I think presents a problem with our people, is when our women are contouring their jawlines to make their jawlines look more European, or they're contouring their nose to make their nose look a little more thinner. Again, you're placing yourself inside a European standard, and it doesn't fit. You don't fit. And I always thought it crazy, like, wow, it will always be these pure African women walking down the runway. And they walking down the runway and everybody's calling them beautiful, but then they turn around. The same people who called them beautiful turn around and call dark-skinned sisters that's from America or that live in America that they're ugly when these sisters from Africa look just like them. And the only difference is the sisters from Africa are true to their roots. And when you're true to your roots, you get judged according to how you are supposed to look and not judged by according to how somebody else looks. So it's impossible for a traditionally looking African woman to be beautiful if she's not being judged by her own beauty, but she's being judged by somebody else's beauty. So I just want all of our people, we have to begin to create our own standards. Don't let anybody else choose the standard for your beauty. So to all my queens, this is what I want all my queens to do. I want you to post a picture of yourself and use the hashtag #MyBeautyIsBeauty. Post a picture of yourself with the hashtag #MyBeautyIsBeauty, because we're going to use our own standards of beauty. Nobody else is going to be able to tell us what's beautiful. I saw a crazy clip of a TV show where they were saying your nose has to be a certain way in order for you to be the most beautiful. And it was, of course, a European freaking nose. So that's what I want you to do, ladies, today. And black man, encourage a black sister. Stop looking at our sisters crazy. Now, I told you I was there, and I began to retrain my mind to be able to see beauty from a different standard and not be stuck in wanting a woman to look European. So to my sisters that are dark, to my sisters that have full lips and a full nose, you are beautiful. And also, let's not use our darker women loving themselves as a means of separating and chastising our lighter skinned women, because we all come in different shades. And so that's why I want you to post your picture, all of my queens. Post a picture of yourself. Hashtag it, #MyBeautyIsBeauty, because we are now creating the standard of beauty. We are not going to be lost in what the world is saying beauty is. So to my people, remember to always love black, buy black, and think black. And make sure you visit MitchellMChanspeaks.com. I love y'all.